What's up everyone, it's just Blaze89. Today's video is going to be the best class setup for the SVT-40 in Call of Duty Vanguard. It's a great gun that's a one-shot kill from the waist up when you set it up the right way, and let's get into exactly how I do set it up. The muzzle that I've gone for is going to be the MX silencer. That's just to keep us off the minimap when we're firing our weapon. So that way we're not going to pop up as a red dot, and also obviously the shots will be quiet so people are less likely to hear us shooting. Helps keep us hidden and less chance of us getting seen wherever we are. Though that's not a real issue, but it just helps. The barrel that I've gone for is going to be the Kovalevskaya 800mm barrel, and that's because it increases you to a larger one-hit kill area, meaning from the waist up it's basically going to be a one-hit kill. And we're also going to give you more recoil control and accuracy and reduce the scope sway and gun bob. So what it's going to do is essentially eliminate idle sway, which is how your sight moves when you're aiming down sight and it bobs about a little bit. It's also going to increase our recoil control by 45% both vertically and horizontally, and it's going to increase our vital damage to 132, meaning it's a one-shot kill at any range. Next is the optic, and we're going to go for the M19 4.0 flip optic, and that's a hybrid which flips between a 1.5 magnification and a 4 times. Obviously the 1.5 for if you're getting a bit close range with the engagements, and the 4 times for when you're using it like a sniper. The stock that we're going for is going to be the Kovalevskaya SO2 weighted stock. What that's going to do is give us an increase of 13% to vertical and horizontal recoil control. So at this point it's almost like a laser beam. And it's also going to increase again the idle sway control and the flinch resistance. That's very important because when you get shot in this game you do have quite a lot of flinch where your weapon kicks up, and this is going to help bring that down by 20%. The underbarrel we're going to go for is going to be the bipod, just because that makes a huge difference when you're aiming while mounted, crouched or prone, to the point where, again, as I say, there'll be barely any kick from it. The magazine that we've gone for is going to be the 7.62 x 54mm 15 round mags. That's literally just to increase the magazine capacity. It will take it up to 15 rounds per mag from 10. Which is obviously good because it just reduces the amount of time you have to reload, because reloading does take a while with pretty much every gun in this game. It will slightly slow you down, but by 1%, so not at all noticeable, and a 6% reduction to ADS time. But no matter what attachments you put on this gun, it doesn't have a quick ADS time anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that, as you're mainly going to be using it as a sniper. That's how I use it, is basically as a sniper, because it does the same job without the scope glint. Now, I know you can get scopes that don't glint with the sniper, but we're not getting into that right now. This is my favourite gun to snipe with. Anyway, the rear grip that I'm going for is going to be the taped grip, and that just again improves aiming stability. The ammo type I've gone for lengthened, because that will increase bullet velocity, and that will take it all the way up to 1200 meters a second, which means it's basically you don't need to really lead targets if they're running, and you should be able to just click and instant death, like there's no delay from shot to the bullet hitting them. The proficiency I've gone for is vital, just again to increase critical damage area. As I say, with this gun it's a one-shot kill with these attachments from the waist up, and the kit we've gone for is fully loaded. That's just going to give us an extra 4 magazines of ammo, which again we probably won't need, but you never know. If you're going on a big streak you may well need it. As for the secondary weapon, I've gone for the Type 100, and I've got a video of the best class setup for this gun, which you can see in a link above, and I'll leave it below as well in the description. As for you, use preferably that I would advise, but if not, then whatever you think your best close range weapon is, just because while this gun can be used at close range, it's not ideal. You don't really, if you get caught out in a close range situation, or if you're just running a long distance on the map and wanting to get to a point where you want to lock down with your rifle, then you're going to want to use the Type 100 to get there, just for run and gun at close range. Then once you get there and set up, you bring out the SVT. The perks I've gone for is obviously overkill, so that you can have whatever secondary as one of your primary weapons. The perk 1 I've gone for is cold-blooded, and that just means that they don't get the red dot pop up from further out ranges. You have to be at a closer range for it to pop up. Also, you won't be targeted by enemy controlled kill streaks. Player controlled ones won't highlight you, and you don't trigger high alert. So all of that is helpful to not getting seen when you're trying to engage in these long range gunfights. Perk 2 I went for radar, literally just because This way enemies will appear on your minimap when they fire their weapon if it isn't suppressed. And that's obviously very helpful for getting information on knowing where the enemy is and where you should be looking out and whether they're flanking around and getting behind you. As for the lethal and tactical, I go for either a frag or thermite and the stim, but it's really up to you. You could go for whatever you want to use. It makes no real difference. As I say, when it comes to play style, I would advise that you play at long to medium ranges and mainly find good lines of sight, lock them down and just pick people off. That's how I play with this gun, because that's how it works best, is literally in the traditional sniper sense. I guess it would work if you're into quick scoping, but then you'd have to mess around with making it faster aim down sight times, and I don't do that. So as I don't quick scope, this is how I set it up. Hopefully this was useful to you. If it was, leave a like, comment down below what you think. Have you used this gun? Did you know it was a one-shot kill from the way stuff? And if you do use it, let me know how you find it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below as I said, and subscribe for more Call of Duty videos. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.